Fair point. I don't think New York is known for its crocodiles, though.
Yeah, but this is like post-atomic bomb New York. They might have crocodiles here.
I don't know if there are crocodiles in New York or if it's just not known for them. Because, like, Florida is known for its gators.
Women, children. I'm screaming over, but I can still hear you.
That would be terrifying. Like if everywhere you went you could hear the screams of the dead.
That would suck.
Oh. Forgot. No, go. Keep it out. There you go. Wait. Damn it. I thought I could dual wield 2 of those.
That'd be hilarious.
So we're trying to reach the main base of the resistance and establish, like, connections.
Be like, okay, so we stole a Nazi thing, so when we sail up to you, this is...
just don't shoot us down.
Yeah, Blasco. Find your way through the bombed-out city and reach the state building. Faster the better. Fergus out.
New York is not looking so good. It's seen better days.
What superhero watches over Manhattan? Not Daredevil. No, that's
Daredevil,
Devil's
Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen, yeah. It's Devil's Kitchen.
I don't know if, like, Spider-Man is, like, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man for, like, all of New York, or for just, like, a neighborhood. I think it's just all of New York, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
It's not like Daredevil, who's just like, okay, this one small section is my section, and you don't fuck with it.
Seriously though, how is he big enough to be, like, grouped in with, like, the Avengers and things and, like, the comics and stuff? Oh fuck. You didn't see that? He didn't see anything. I'm sorry, guys. He spooked me.
Daredevil's great. I love the Netflix show, and, like, so but yeah, he's, like, so area specific.
Like, he's a small fish, which is kind of weird. Wait. There you are. Yeah, he's such a small fish. If I could stop reloading, that would be great.
Just be constantly reloading.
Alright, so I've realized an issue with dual wielding. I can't really aim for shit.
This is a question. If you had to pick, who would you say is your favorite superhero? Marvel or DC? Or just separate from those universes entirely? Because there are other superheroes.
There are. Does...
Just the quickest of ever taps on his neck.
There. He stopped twitching. Does Deadpool count? Would you count Deadpool? Because Deadpool to me is like he's a valid
anti-hero.
Yeah.
I think he's a valid choice.
Okay.
He's not so much a superhero as he is an anti-hero, but like
Next to him is the Hulk. No, next to him is Wolverine, then the Hulk. Damn it.
Deadpool is really great. Yeah, if we're counting anti-heroes too, mine would probably also be Deadpool. I've become, through the show, because I'm not a big DC person generally, but through the show, I've become a big fan of Barry Allen. Like The Flash.
Yeah.
And Barry Allen specifically. I know, because a lot of people have, like, the Flash that they grew up with was Wally.
Yeah, there's Wally West, Barry Allen. There's another Flash, too.
I know a lot of people's favorites is Wally, because wasn't it in, like, that cartoon, it was Wally?
Yeah, Justice League.
But I never watched the Justice League cartoon, so, like...
Right, it's sort of like how, to a lot of people,
like
the
my
Joker...
Flash is Barry, because that's...
Right, it's kind of how, for a lot of people, the Joker is, Mark Hamill. But that's just because of the cartoon, he voiced the Joker.
Yeah.
And a lot of people grew up with the Batman animated series. But
I mean, he was a damn good Joker.
yeah, no one's denying that. Stop shooting me. All right. There's a lot.
I was like, the DC shows have just, like, given me a new appreciation for characters that I never gave a shit about.
For me in DC, the Flash was always cool. I grew up with the...
He was always cool, but I never knew much about him because, once again, I'm not a DC person. Like, I grew up with Marvel stuff.
I grew up with more Marvel stuff than DC. I grew up with more Marvel comics, but more DC cartoons. But that's just because DC had the cartoons.
Yeah. See, with DC cartoons, like, you know, obviously there's more, but, like, other than Teen Titans, I watched Batman the Animated Series a little bit, but I didn't grow up with it the way a lot of people did. Like, it's not like I didn't watch it, but it just wasn't, like, a huge staple of my childhood. So, like, even counting cartoons, it's like, I didn't have that much exposure to DC. And my favorite DC characters tend to be the villains.
See, to me, DC had the weakest villains. It's like it may just be, you know, me. What the shit?
Wherever we are.
Okay. Going back upstairs where I was. Alright. Yeah, for me, DC had the weakest villains, or at least, like, the villains were very clear-cut. Mm-hmm. Like, you knew their deal. Marvel tends to blur the lines with characters, and, like, all characters, kind of blurs the lines with, like, what constitutes, you know, a villain, or, like, their motives are more dynamic. It's like there was an entire storyline where, the Planet Hulk storyline, where the Avengers just deemed Hulk too much of a threat and shot him into space.
Mm-hmm.
And in the process, like...
Which is a great solution, by the way. Just shoot the Hulk into space, because there's literally nothing else you can do about him.
Yeah, and,
Like-
and what happened is, the Hulk had, like... He landed... Like... Bruce was like, there's no way that I can survive this planet as Bruce, so I'm just gonna let Hulk take over. And he was just permanently the Hulk now.
Mm-hmm.
Should get to work on it.
Oh, I can upgrade weapons. Ooh. Yeah, and he just kind of let him take over, and... Lo and behold...
Upgrading my weapons.
Yeah, it was one of those, he let the Hulk take over, and then the Hulk, like, managed to find a nice, happy life. And then the ship that they sent him into space with exploded and killed his wife. And so he came back to Earth and just destroyed everything. And really, they shot him into space for no good reason, other than... In the event that he goes wrong, like, rogue... He would be too much to handle, and they don't want to deal with him.
Mm-hmm.
So space. It's like... If your friends got rid of you just because you might be a problem one day, maybe. Doesn't sit well with me. But it's like a cool storyline of like the heroes, like yes, it's for the greater good. Like yes, if the Hulk, you know, goes on a rampage, it would be terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like a major if. Well, with the Hulk, not a major if, but it is still an if. He's still a good guy. And to go to such an extreme as to just launch him into space.
And then have you seen, if I remember right, you never read The Umbrella Academy?
Looking at it, when you showed me the covers, I think I read like one volume or one chapter. However they note
Netflix.
comics.
I guess Netflix is making an Umbrella Academy series, and Ellen Page is going to be in it. I'm very excited.
Oh, nice. I do love me some Ellen Page. Don't fall
And
off.
I don't know the extent to which Gerard Way is going to be involved in it. I know he's a producer.
And rightfully so. It's his comic.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know the extent to which he's going to be involved. But I really, really want it to be good because I really enjoyed the Umbrella Academy.
Well, things on Netflix tend to have been really good lately.
Yeah, but we got like our first little like confirmation of like anyone in the cast, and it's Ellen Page. And she's great. So.
She is great. Have you seen the movie Super?
I have not.
You should.
I know you've told me about it before, but I have not watched it.
Alright, I gotta follow this signal.
But kind of going on a like tangent based on like the previous part of the conversation about like Marvel versus DC villains.
Uh-huh.
I always felt like DC had more villains that I just really, really like.
Mm-hmm.
It's like DC has Joker is awesome. Harley Quinn is awesome. Poison Ivy is awesome. Riddler, love him. Like, most Marvel villains, I can't name very many of them that like. And even in DC, it's mostly Batman villains. Now that I gave that list, it's mostly Batman villains that are cool.
And
But, like, with Marvel, I can't name as many villains that I actually really like. I like Magneto a lot.
yeah.
But, like...
See, with fuck.
Thanos is cool. But he's not... I can't get as, like, into him as I can with, like, Magneto or the DC villains that I really like.
Right. I really enjoy, fuck. Hide. I really enjoy, shit, let me talk. I'm just trying to have a conversation. I like, Batman comics just more on the DC side.
Yeah.
He might be my favorite DC, hero, or at least his villains, and, to a certain
Batman's
extent,
villains are more interesting than Batman.
yeah, because Batman is just, he has the power of he's rich. But like everyone else around Batman is really interesting. Like you have, you have Dick Grayson.
Yeah,
who-
and Dick Grayson is my favorite DC character, period.
Yeah, it's like you have Dick Grayson, and he had like, not only was he Nightwing, but he was also like, his secret identity got revealed recently, and now he's just a secret agent, Grayson. And it's
Yeah,
like,
I love the Batman stuff. Like, and I don't hate Batman. Like, I'm not one of those people who like who hates Batman. But like, all my favorite things about the Batman stuff are like the people around him.
yeah. With Marvel though, I like the variety, and everyone, like, once you start delving into them, is more complex than they seem. With DC, up until recently, with like the New 52 and all that stuff, everyone in DC is very clear cut. Like, you know, if you understand the character, you know where they stand in all situations. No matter what's gonna happen, you know how they're gonna react to it.
And then in Marvel, you have things like one of the most iconic Marvel superheroes of all time, Iron Man, who is supremely fucked up as a person.
Yeah, like not even talking about the whole alcoholism thing. Like,
On along to the state building.
he's
Will you help light the way?
hello. Not even touching the whole alcoholism thing. He's the reason for the Civil War. Like, so all the things that he's involved in, which pretty much is just because either A, he can be, or B, he wants the control. But I just like the the complexity of... Shit!
Bad dog. Bad dog.
I went over here to hide from them. Okay. I like the complexity of, like, the Marvel villains a lot, of, like, Venom and Carnage. Carnage is pretty clear-cut, but, like, the fact that he is, like, an insane serial killer. He's, like, the most...
And Spider-Man's got a few cool, since you mentioned, like, Venom and, like...
Carnage,
Yeah, Carnage. Spider-Man's got a few cool villains.
Yeah, Magneto's really interesting. Like you said, Thanos. Explore the downtown nightlife.
Looks great. Love this downtown nightlife.
I don't.